According to the Obesity Action Coalition, an estimated 93 million Americans are affected by obesity, and more than 9 million adolescents ages 6 to 19 are considered overweight. The media has created a widespread negative representation of people who are obese for the entertainment of the audience. Stereotypes created by the media have led to negative attitudes about obese people, and along with discrimination and both verbal and physical bullying. Baddertainment is the word used to describe this type of media, because the ridicule of obese people have become so prevalent. Examples of movies and TV shows that use this type of entertainment are Hairspray, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Friends, The Simpsons, The Goonies, and Mike and Molly. Obese people are made to be the focus of the comedy most of the time. Chunk from The Goonies, with his signature truffle shuffle. Another example is Tracy Turnblad, who was made to feel unwelcome to a dance show that she was more than qualified to be a part of, simply because she was overweight. Melissa McCarthy is a well-known actress, but in all of her movies and TV shows, she is made the focus of the comedy because she's overweight. Examples of movies and TV shows that she has appeared in are The Heat, Identity Thief, Bridesmaids, Tammy, and Mike and Molly. She is typically given the role of either the fat, funny best friend or the character that constantly chats about dieting, or who is lazy, or who obsesses over food. According to critics like Rex Reed of the New York Observer, her success is often measured based on her size and not her talent. Rex Reed wrote, "Melissa McCarthy in Bridesmaids is a gimmick comedian who has devoted her short career to being obese and obnoxious with equal success." In Rex Reed's review of her in The Identity Thief, he referred to her as a female hippo and tractor-sized. Obese people on movies and TV shows are typically stereotyped as constantly eating junk food. They are viewed as unattractive, cruel, pitiful, unhappy, unintelligent, and pathetic. Obese characters are shown to have a tendency to be ashamed of their size, and they often obsess over food, and they constantly run on about dieting. According to Cheryl Nee, an overweight actress receives negative comments from other male characters, and 80% of these comments are followed by canned laughter. Stereotypes can destroy a person's individuality and accentuate the negative qualities they possess. Stereotypes can be very degrading to a person who is trying to lose weight. Obese people have been stereotyped as lazy, they eat too much, they never exercise, they are filled with self-hatred, and they desire to feel loved. Overweight men and women are portrayed differently on TV. Overweight men are typically labeled as the fat, foolish guy, which is typically evident in shows like The Simpsons and Family Guy, and are typically portrayed as big, bulky guys with thin wives. Overweight females are considered usually supporting characters and usually have a more difficult time of getting roles than overweight males, and they receive the label of the fat, funny best friend and typically never get romantic roles. Many shows and movies actually rely on fat jokes for their success. The examples would be in the hit TV show Friends and the movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory and Pitch Perfect. In the TV show and the movie Pitch Perfect and Friends, they go so far as to make the fat jokes start with the names of the characters, such as Fat Monica and Fat Amy. Another example is Augustus Gloop from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. This character is constantly ridiculed and made fun of for his weight and by everyone in the movie. In the movie, they take an overweight kid, Augustus Gloop, and allow him to eat everything in his path. He falls into the chocolate river, he gets sucked into a pipe, but he's too fat and gets stuck, and then is sent to the boiling room. After he's gone, the little Oompa Loompas sing a song about his gluttony, which is viewed as hilarious by the audience. The movie Kung Fu Panda is another great example of how the characters are made fun of and thought less of due to their weight. In this movie, the main character, Po, an overweight panda, must fulfill an ancient prophecy and learn the ways of the Furious Five. None of the members of the Furious Five believe Po is capable of becoming a kung fu master or fulfilling the prophecy because he is too large. Po's teacher, Master Shifu, does not even believe in him and tells him he is incapable of mastering kung fu by saying, "Look at you, this fat butt, flabby arms, and ridiculous belly," due to his weight. Many overweight and obese people have conditions or are on medications that cause excessive weight gain and therefore cannot control it. These people will get looks of disgust and be shamed for something they have no control over, which it can be led to depression. Fat stigmas have been created where people are blamed for being fat because they think that they are lazy and do not care about themselves, which can also lead to depression, especially for people who cannot control their weight. More than 50% of pictures on the mainstream websites show obese people acting lazy, eating junk food, or watching TV. But they rarely show obese people trying to make good choices like eating healthy and exercising, according to Peck. Shows like The Biggest Loser, whose goal is to help people lose weight, actually end up ridiculing people. This type of show only selects participants based on particular features, but fails to focus on the typical person. Most overweight people are not gruesomely obese, nor do they have loads of life coaches, personal trainers, and dietitians at their dispense. This type of show encourages the perception that obesity is caused by individual failure alone, rather than a mixture of individual and environmental and genetic sources, according to White. In having this information about people who are obese, about people are portrayed in the media, the general population now has the ability to be more inclusive and helpful towards others. When others begin to take action, it starts a chain reaction of kindness and support for people who are suffering with obesity and are trying to improve to form a healthier lifestyle.